long-term holder position change, the Coinbase exchange balance, and of course the spot ETF inflows. These are the themes of today's on-chain analysis. And furthermore, we have in the chart analysis an interesting chart pattern because we hit the all-time high and we have to see what happens next with the Bitcoin price. So guys, stay until the end, and if you like our content, please leave a like and a subscription and enjoy the video.
Today we got the spot ETF data from Monday, and as we expected in yesterday's video, because we saw the big volume we had in the big ETFs from BlackRock, from Fidelity, from Grayscale and so on, we expected that we will get this positive inflow, and we now have the data, and this positive inflow is again very significant. We got nearly 600 million in inflows yesterday, which is in line with the last week's inflow. We saw 3 of 5 days with over $500 million in inflow into the spot ETFs, which was one of the biggest reasons why we saw this massive pumps to the upside. And now we are still continuing to pump to the upside because of these massive inflows, and because we are also seeing, if we have a look on the Coinbase exchange balance, that the supply of Bitcoins that are on Coinbase, which is the preferred exchange for the spot ETF buyers, they are slowly but steadily running low on Bitcoins, which could indicate that we will maybe see further upside because we have these large inflows, and these spot ETFs need to be covered in real Bitcoins, and the Coinbase balance is steadily going to the downside, which could lead us to a supply shortage. And if then the demand of the spot ETF is still this high, we could really see more upside for Bitcoin. But there is a little twist now, which could be really significant in the coming days and weeks, and these are the long-term holders position change. The long-term holders are everybody who's holding their Bitcoin for longer than 155 days, and these are 85% of the total Bitcoin supply. So this is a significant amount that is hodled by these cohort, and now they are slowly but steadily starting to sell off, which could be the potential turnaround point, because the Bitcoin price is so high at the moment, and these inflows of the spot ETFs are obviously in US dollars, which means for every 500-600 million that are inflowing every day, you will get less and less Bitcoin if the price continues to go to the upside, and these cohorts are selling in Bitcoin. So this means they are getting much and much more cash for every Bitcoin they sell, which then could be very significant because we are already on high prices, and if we even rise even more to the upside, and then it gets more and more important how much Bitcoin these long-term holder positions are selling, because if the spot ETF inflows are not increasing even more, every price increase in Bitcoin means even more selling pressure coming from the long-term holders if they are selling the same amount of Bitcoin every day. So this is a very important statistic we have to have a look out in the next coming weeks, because this is one of the key metrics to understand the supply and demand sides for the Bitcoin market at the moment. For now, we should have a look on the charts to determine where the short-term resistance and support zones are, and for this I will give on to Timo.
The new Bitcoin all-time high is as close as never before. In today's video we want to answer the question when we will see this video. First, a little recap to yesterday's part. We talked about our day candle close. We wanted to see above the 67,000 US dollars. We saw this pump. Now currently the bears are back in the market. We see a smaller correction on the daily time frame, but for me currently everything looks good. Why? The bulls are strongly back. After we touched the 65,000 US dollars, we saw a massive buying pressure from the big crypto exchanges, many buy orders at those price levels. So for me currently, as we will see a day candle close like this tomorrow, everything is fine, because currently this is a good looking hammer candle. What we don't want to see is that the day candle falls below the 64,000 US dollar. That would be a new lower point after our latest higher high. So this is the price level I'm currently watching on the daily time frame, but I think the answer after a new all-time high will be answered on the smaller time frames. For example, what we talked about in yesterday's video is this smaller correction on the 4-hourly time frame we saw. For me, means the smaller dump down to 65,000 US dollars was a very healthy smaller dump, because I told you we have seen like 9 green 4 hourly candles. This was a really massive pump, not the healthiest price movement. So it was very obviously that we would see another red 4 hourly candle before we could see another all-time high. So then this night we saw like nearly minus 3%. Currently the bulls are back in the market and we see new pumps which could bring us to a new all-time high. Also, we have a really interesting chart pattern on the smaller time frame, 50-minute time frames. We are currently formed this symmetrical triangle with a potential breakout target or price target of around 69,800 US dollars. Perfect key facts on this symmetrical triangle. We have two converging trend lines, the declining volatility, and so on and so on. So for me, the odds are really high that we could see the new all-time high with the breakout from the symmetrical triangle. But we need to say currently the situation is really interesting because we have never saw such a strong inflow from the Bitcoin spot ETFs and also such a strong fight from bears and bulls around the new all-time high. So I will wait what we could see in the next few hours when we have our next 4 hourly close. That's all for today's video. If you like, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Please comment down below, what do you think when we will see the next all-time high? Will it be today? Will it be tomorrow? I'm really interested and excited about your comments. We will see us tomorrow in the next video. Bye.